Children, I have just solved the first 6 numericals for you of exercise 5A. I'll continue with 7th, 8th and 9th. But before that, I checked the video. I have made one error in question number 1. Okay. I'm just rectifying it. Just carefully have a look. In that, the volume of question number 1, okay. The volume of the body was 100. It was converted to cubic meters. Then the density was given and I used the formula. You were supposed to find out the upthrust, okay. Upthrust is V rho G. Fine, I substituted the value over here. What mistake I made in the question was I took 10 to the power 3 down. Actually that was a mistake. So I am just rectifying it. I will take the 10 to the power minus 6 down because it will be plus 6. This will remain as it is. Okay children, just have a look again. This 3 zeros will cancel with 6 zeros. So I am left with 3. Understood? And this 3 will cancel with the 2 zeros. So I am just left with 1 0. Understood? So finally what would I get? I remove this decimal. I get 18 upon 100. And what is 18 upon 100? 0.18 kgf. And that is what we are getting the answer for the first part. So please make this correction for question number 1, first part. Okay? Fine. Now I move on with question number 7 of the same exercise. Question number 7 has to be solved. I'll erase this. Okay, I'm going to solve question number 7 for you of exercise 5A. I'm reading out the 7th question. It has been given a piece of brass weighs 175 GF in air. So weight in air is 175 GF and the weight in water is 150 GF. It's a very easy question and they have given you the density of water H2O as 1 gram per cubic centimeter. You are supposed to find out the volume of the brass block. Okay, you are supposed to find out the volume of the brass piece. We know the volume is equal to the loss in weight, 175 minus 150, and your answer is 25 cubic centimeters. Okay children? And they have asked you, why does the brass piece weigh less? Understood, because upthrust is acting on it. So this was a very easy question. Number 7. Have a look. Then we go to question number 8. Let me tell you children, the 8th question is slightly tricky. So you have to be very careful with question number 8. Okay? It's going to be difficult. I want you to be very careful. A metal cube of edge. So what's the edge of cube? Edge of cube is given to be 5 centimeter. That's the edge of the cube. The density of the cube is 9 gram per cubic centimeters and the density of the liquid in which it is immersed is 1.2 gram per cubic centimeter and the value of G is given. Okay. Now if the value of G is given, we have to use it. Otherwise there is no need to use it. And you are supposed to find out the tension in the string. Now this is a unique question. You are supposed to find out the tension in the thread. Which thread from which this cube is hanging. A cube is being hung from the thread into the liquid. So you are supposed to find out the tension. Remember children, in order to find out the tension, we are going to use a formula and that is real weight minus upthrust. That's the formula which we are going to use over here, real weight minus upthrust. But you can see, we don't know the real weight, we don't know the upthrust. So basically, it's a slightly long question. We will first find out the real weight, then we will find out the upthrust and then we are going to subtract both one by one. Okay, I will erase this and then I will start solving question number 8. Okay, now first of all, I will find out the value of real weight. Now what is real weight children? Real weight is W is equal to mg. Weight of the body is mass into the value of G. Now what is the mass given? The mass is not given. So we will first find out the mass by using the formula. Mass is equal to density into volume. volume is 5 into 5 into 5. See children, edge of the cube. What will be the edge means the side of the cube. So what is going to be the volume? Side into side into side. Side into side into side, and density is 9. Okay. So I get the mass, when I multiply all, I get the mass as 1125 grams. But I need to convert to kg. Why? Because you can see that the value of G is in meter per second square. This is SI unit and all rest all are CGS. So that cannot happen. So what I am going to do? Divide by 1000. That will be 1.125 kg. Right children? So this is my mass in kg. After finding the mass, I put it here. W is equal to mg. That is 1.125. And what's the value of G? 10. So I get the weight to be 11.25 newtons. Newtons. When you multiply by the value of G, the weight is in newtons. Keep it aside. Because we have already found out the real weight. This we keep on one side. Now we go to upthrust, the second part. Now in order to find out the upthrust, we use the formula V rho G. Okay children, V rho G. What is V children? 5 into 5 into 5 upon 100 into 100 into 100. Why? Because centimeter needs to be converted to meter. Into what is the density of liquid? 1.2. Children, gram per cubic centimeter to kg per cubic meter. Multiply by 1000. Children, be very very careful. All conversions to be done carefully. First of all, real weight mg. I found out the mass. Mass is in grams. I converted to kg. After that, weight is m into g, 11.25, kept it aside. Next, upthrust. Upthrust V rho G. V 5 into 5 into 5 upon conversion 100 into 100, because 1 centimeter is having 1 upon 100. If you need to convert centimeter to meter, divide by 100. So thrice into the density of the liquid 1.2, but gram per cubic centimeter to kg per cubic meter, multiply by 1000. Now let's see what all cancels. 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. What else? 125 upon 1000 into 12 upon 10. When I solve this entire calculation, it works out to 1.5 Newton children. You can do it. So now, the second part is done. I know the upthrust. Now I will find out the tension in the string. So therefore, the tension will be real weight. What is the real weight children? 11.25 minus 1.25. And my answer is 9.75 Newtons. This is my answer. Please have a look at how I have solved, and then I move to question number 9. I hope you have understood this question. Little tricky. So have a careful look. Now I move to question number 9. Okay children? I am erasing this part. I am going to question number 9. In question number 9, you have been given a block of wood is floating on water. The dimensions of the wood are given. What are the dimensions of wood? It is given as 50 into 50 into 50, and that too in cubic centimeter. Okay? So the dimensions of the wood are given to you children. What else is given? You are supposed to find the buoyant force. Buoyant force means upthrust. Okay, so you are supposed to find out the upthrust when the value of G is given 9.8 Newton per kg. Okay, and what else is given? It is inside water. Okay, fine. It is inside water. Now tell me children, which formula will I use? Just think. I am going to use the formula upthrust is V rho G. Okay, now what is the volume children? 50 into 50 into 50. Fine. 50 into 50 into 50. This is in kg. See, the units are not parallel. I need to convert 100 into 100 into 100. Why? Because cubic centimeter to cubic meter, divide by 100 into what is density of water, 1000 kg per cubic meter, and value of G 9.8. Right children, now I cancel the zeros. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. All the zeros get cancelled. Upthrust is equal to 125 because 5 into 5 into 5 into 9.8. And when I multiply 125 by 9.8, my answer works out to 1225 newtons. So this is question number 9. Just have a look. Then you go to the 10th and the last question of this exercise. We start with the 10th question. Have a look at the 9th there on the board for you. Yes, children? Now we move on to the 10th question, a body of mass. So mass of the body is given to be 3.5 kg and it displaces. So the water displaced by the body is given. The water displaced by the body is given to be 1000 cubic centimeters. I'll just write it clearly. 1000 cubic centimeters is the water displaced by the body. You're supposed to find out the volume of the body. First part, volume of body. We all know what is the volume of the body. Yes, it will be equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the body. So it will be equal to weight of liquid displaced. This is, we are using Archimedes logic, right? So therefore, the volume of the body is going to be 1000 cubic centimeters. Okay, because it is going to be equal to the weight of the liquid. Next, you are supposed to find out the apparent weight. Second part, apparent weight. Children, what is the formula for apparent weight? It is real weight minus upthrust. But in this case, what will be the apparent weight? The apparent weight is going to be equal to the volume of the body. That will be, it is going to be equal to the volume of the liquid displaced, isn't it? The apparent weight will be equal to the volume of the liquid displaced. That will be 1000 cubic centimeters. If you want, you can write it as 1 kgf also. Why so, children? Because 1000 cubic centimeters is equal to 1 cubic meter. Or what you can do is, apparent weight is volume, okay, 1000. Why does it correspond to 1 kgf? Because if you go to see, it is a weight, okay, and if we want to convert cubic centimeters to cubic meters, you actually divide by 1000, and when you divide you get 1, okay. So therefore I take the weight in kgf, so it is 1 kgf. And then we have another part of the question, which is the last part, and that says what is the I think so I've made a mistake here, children. I'm so sorry. The second part of the question was, I do it again for you. I hope you understood this. Volume of the body is weight of liquid displaced. That is, weight of liquid displaced is equal to volume, that is 1000. Now we go to the second part, children. I'm reading out the second part. That says you are supposed to find out the upthrust. Yes. In the second part, you are supposed to find out the upthrust. Now what would be the upthrust? The upthrust acting on the body will be equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by it. Weight of liquid displaced. Okay. Now what is the weight of the liquid displaced? 1000, which would correspond to 1 kg. Okay. And then the third part. The third part and the last part of this particular question, you are supposed to find the apparent weight of the body. The third part, apparent weight. Now, apparent weight of body will be equal to the real weight, okay, the real weight minus upthrust. Okay, children, now what's the real weight? 3.5 kg. And what is the upthrust? 1 kgf. This also corresponds to kgf only, because you know the value of g included. So that works out to 2.5 kg. Okay. So this 10th question has 3 parts. The first part is here, the second part and the third part is on the board. Have a careful look. Children, this exercise had 10 questions. I have solved all the 10 for you. Yes, of course, you have to be very, very careful with the conversions in these questions. At some point of time, yes, there were a few confusions because there are so many logics involved in solving these numericals. You are using the Archimedes principle, you are using the upthrust phenomenon, you are going to take care of the conversions. So I request all of you to go through all the numericals again, and if you have doubts, I will take it up in the doubt class. Okay children, but you have to practice all the numericals and solve them in your FAIR physics files. Okay, so all the best for solving the numerical problems, and just have a look at the last numerical before I end up. And thank you very much children for being so patient and solving the numericals with me. Thank you.